What's up everybody, Noisy here with a VOD review of Gambit versus Envy. I'll be focusing on Gambit here because they ended up winning in Berlin, and this was also the closest map in the grand finals that they played. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Radiant content creator. I also give VALORANT coaching lessons and have coached over 50 players. Let me know who you would want me to review next, and let's get right into the video. They both have the same exact team comp. There's both a Sky and a Sova, so they have double info, right? Let's see, Gambit are attacking. And this wall here is interesting, actually, from FNS, from the defender side, right? Cuts out bathroom. It's Sova and Astra on B long, and then Sky and Jett on outside of hookah, and then FNS is playing alone on A. So this is pretty common in pistol rounds on bind. So what you normally do is that you go 2A and you go 3B. In some cases, you go 1A and 4B because A is the easier retake. Let's see how this plays out. That's something that I always tell people to do in ranked, by the way. You always want to try to peek early when the barrier goes down, because then you get so much info. He doesn't see anything off the start. He's going to communicate that to his teammates, right? See the Astra and the Sova gaining info there, so he shoots the recon bolt from B long and tries to get any info in this area here. It's kind of hard for Envy to read what Gambit are doing here. Gambit they have such a good spread here. Look how deep they are into bathrooms right now. They have so much control already. It's really hard for Nats to push short here because of FNS orb. Look at the patience from Gambit here, by the way. They're just holding there with the spike. This is pretty typical from the CIS region or the Russian regions of this game, even in Counter-Strike 2. They play really late on the clock, so they're very patient, and then when they're running out of time, they're going to execute something together. But look at that, they're not budging. Like, Envy are playing 4 towards B right now. That's crazy. They're literally not moving. Chronicle is droning on short right now. Do they know about Marv?
The timing on this could be insane. Okay, Marv's got contact.
They know about Marv. He gets 1, gets 2. How is he allowed to do that? How is Marv allowed to get 3? That they knew about him. They got the info. He gets 4. That's insane. And this is the first full buy for Gambit. They can all buy weapons. They can all do their thing now. So they have the Viper wall towards A. I think Nats is going to do it pretty frequently. I think this is pretty interesting. Redgar is placing stars in the TP, right? So there's one here. He has one here on the left side, and one in hookah. The ones that I find interesting are these two here. They're playing it really passive, by the way. Like, look how far back Redgar is playing, and look how far back Nats is playing. Like, they're letting their team work towards B, while these two players here towards A are just chilling. Like, they're not really doing much. They're just holding.
It's all paramount.
They're just holding. Like I said, Gambit are playing really patient. Like, it's pretty common to do this. A lot of CIS teams play like this. They just play full control. They play extremely slow. They waste the utility on the enemy team, and then they go together.
Two players on the other side.
Ooh, that's an interesting wall from FNS. It's gonna flash through on timing. But he doesn't go through. I like that patience. I swear, a lot of players would go through that. And now he's gonna hear the drone. Oh, and Yay. Yeah, Yay did the same thing as he's done the last 2 rounds, right? So in round 3, he's outside of hookah. He doesn't see anyone here. And then he just pushes out.
It's up someone like Yay. And once again,
and now they know it's A. Because Yay saw Nats take it. It's a hard round for Gambit.
FNS had no chance in that moment.
They flash him through, so Nats gets the kill.
Now a 4v4 starts to build. Victor's on the back, tucked in towards that cubby side, but Spike's being planted, and they haven't quite cleared this yet. Has he got a chance for the timing? Yes, he does.
3v3, good trade.
But now keep in mind,
2 members now. Marv will be caught.
Oh, Marv. This is actually Nats orb. He does the smoke frequently. So whenever Gambit go A, Nats normally walls and smokes here. It's like one of his most standard plays from VOD reviewing him previously. Marv just waits. He's just holding this orb, and he's listening for sounds and just waiting for it to go down. And as soon as it goes down, like, it's... Gambit didn't take control over Lamp at all. They just went for the spike plant.
Envy might just try and smoke and go for it. Hit Marv.
Chronicle in a 1v1 against Yay.
Oh, this could be it. Gonna have to respect it. 6 HP is still alive. I don't
no
know
way,
how
Yay,
he's
you
still
wins this, right?
And Chronicle is playing that time limit as best he can. Yay, what are you gonna do with this one? Chronicle ain't gonna mess this up. Surely not. Keep those nerves of steel in place. The
nice. They don't know where Chronicle is. They haven't really seen him too much this round, right? So they're kind of expecting him from showers because he's coming in so late to the bomb site now. He gets marred, and he's most likely getting info from his teammates that Yay is low, because after you kill someone, you can see how much damage you did. And he has 2 shock darts, and all he has to do is play time, right? So he knows that Yay isn't on it. Then he does another one to make sure that he's not on it. Then he sees him. He saw his shoulder there. And then what a lot of people would do, you know, they're stressing in the situation, but Chronicle is just, he's relaxing because he knows that all he has to do is buy time. And then he has the recon. The recon comes off cooldown. He just has to shoot one good recon, and then he will know if he's sticking the spike or not.
What are you gonna do with this one? Chronicle ain't gonna mess this up, surely.
And then now he knows there, because Ye broke the recon, and now he knows that he's not on the spike. And then he sees him because it had enough time to ping once, and then he just spams the box, and it's a GG.
It's gonna do it.
I see too many players in ranked, when they're in a 1v1 situation like this, when the spike is down, they just stress it, right? Like they chase the kill, they push up too much. Like, play the clock, really. That's some of the biggest advice I can give you in a 1v1 situation after you planted the spike. Play the clock and play it smart. And they're pretty much doing the same setup this round. You see they're working 3 towards B for info, and then Nats and Redgar are just holding towards A. He does the Seekers just to get any sort of info, right?
Popped out as well, so this could maybe spur on that piece towards B, or maybe just take them.
And the Seekers should tell him that it's only 2 towards B.
Dealing with the Seekers.
Shadows finds the A. And now they know that it's potentially only 1 on B. I think they understand the timing, that it's not possible for anyone else to have rotated over to B yet.
Again, another step towards potentially leaning towards a site.
And about now, I would expect more people. But if they don't find anyone on site, then they know it's either elbow or CT. And look how fast they go, right? Like, they go out on site, Chronicle is planting, and the rest are rushing to take control over elbow.
In CT for Envy.
Yeah, they're just taking so much control over elbow. Like, they're literally tripling down on elbow.
This is so early. He went ahead of the divide, and he just gets the perfect timing on it as well.
Marv just used the wall. And the key thing to using Astra Wall, this goes for ranked as well, is make sure to use your Astra Wall when the spike is down. Don't do it before the spike is down as a defender. Because what happens is that you give the enemy team a free rotation. They can literally rotate to A without you knowing it, because the sound is heavily muffled, right? He's cutting off hookah and he's cutting off long. And if they want to stop the spike plant, they need to either spam utility through the wall or run through it, because you can't shoot through Astra as well. If Shadows wants to stop this, he doesn't really have any utility to stop it. He actually has to run through the wall. The rest of the players are either around elbow or towards long, right? Like, they don't have any side control. And that's also one pretty scary thing that's very common in ranked, that people underestimate how important side control is, right? So a lot of players, they run in, they plant the spike, and then they leave. They go long, they go hookah, they go elbow, but they don't keep control over the site. Like, and then we see the situation here, right? Where Envy are allowed to take full control over the site with an Astra Wall, because there's nobody there to stop it. There's no utility coming out. There's nobody trying to play a position where they can get a frag. It's really, really hard to stop Envy defusing here.
Pop, where's the quick push? There it is.
It's really hard.
What's the knock-on effect here? Because best of fives, they're a little different.
I mean, Baller made a really, really good point for me.
Like, they're playing 2 towards the cubby area, 1 is defusing, and 1 is playing literally on the edge of the wall. And look, you see there's no gun barrel here? They know now that somebody's pushing through the Astra Wall.
We've seen that aggression down towards that B side, but it is
oh, he finds victory, he reacts on that. That's huge. That flick is harder than it looks, by the way, guys. Like, to aim up and then flick down on reaction it's not easy. That's really hard. And that plays pretty high sensitivity.
I thought it was isolated, but comes down towards Victor like a guillotine.
I don't know if he expects Marv now, though.
It looks like Nats is on red alert. He's like, that seemed really weird. Where's the second?
Finds the second. And now I would do a reaction. If I'm Gambit, after these 2 kills, I would call to go A. They're playing so patient. I would just go now at this point, I feel.
Gambit, though, they're still sat in the same default from 30.
Even the casters are surprised as me. They're expecting their rotation from Envy after Nats gets 2 kills on short.
They want to build and hope for a slip up.
There's one.
Yeah, they're so patient. It's insane. And they're still not doing it. Like, look, it's a 5v2, right? They can in the group really fast and just go B together. But Redgar is sneaking here. Like, they're playing it so slow. I think they're doing it now. Yeah, 25 seconds left on the clock, and now they execute. In a 5v2. I like this, by the way. Look, there's four players executing towards B, and they're leaving Chronicle back here, just in case of a lurk from A. Like, this is super good. He gets full control. If I'm Envy, I think I save here. But see, Spike goes down with 10 seconds left on the clock. This is exactly what I've been talking about. I think Envy just end up saving. Yeah, they're just saving. I mean, they're pretty much doing the same default, even on a low buy, really. Defo bought full armor this round and is using his Blade Storm, so they're pretty much gambling the entire round on Defo and Shadows finding picks. Ooh. Playing it with Shadows. That's super good. That's super good. They got 2 kills and Shadows traded both. They got 2 trades and now it's 3v3. Does he know about Redgar? He doesn't know about Redgar. Oh my god, that's a 3v2. And look at the rest of the A players. They have full lamp control. So all Redgar has to do now is just get the spike down and hopefully not die to Yay. And he finds Yay. Crashes trades and then 2 players are coming out of lamps. No way, right? No way Crashes wins this, right? Okay, yeah. Like, you pop Bladestorm on Jett, and if one of your teammates has a gun, like, you can do a lot of things. Because as Jett, you can go first, right? Defo went first into showers, and Shadows was just ready for the trade, and he got 2 trades. It turned into a 3v3. Redgar stayed in the corner, didn't expect him. 3v2, and then they just executed on A together. Huge round, actually. Massive round for Gambit here. And now Envy are on a full buy. Gambit on a full buy. Victor is back on the Seekers. Like, you farm them really, really fast. Nat still has Pit, and Chronicle has Hunter's Fury. And look at this, Gambit are doing a different... they're not really doing a default now, they're just making a play. They're playing very heavily towards A. They're playing 4 players towards A and 1 towards B. So Redgar is the one watching the push. And the reason why Redgar is watching the push right now towards B is because he doesn't really have to be with the team to help them, right? Like, he can put stars down based on info on minimap and based off info from teammates through voice chat, right?
Heavier towards A. There's only 2 members of Envy this time.
They don't shower. They know if showers is empty now. They do the Astra Wall as well in combination with the Viper Wall. That's kind of cool that they do the Astra Wall with the Viper Wall towards A. That's interesting. Look at that, you see? So if they push through the Astra Wall, they will also decay from the Viper Wall. And I think their vision will be worse as well. So if they push through this, it will take longer for them to see someone on the other side of the wall. Defo dashes in. He's going to go for the plant here. Hunter's Fury comes out. He's also getting info lamp, because that's the only area that they don't have control over.
Spike going in. They don't really have much of a say in the matter. How have you got that on Shadows?
And Nats gets Viper Spit down in lamps, and that's huge. They can't really push him there. Good snake bite from Nats as well. And it also covers the spike. That's interesting. Look at that. It covers the spike, so if they want to defuse, they actually have to go into the pit.
The contingency plan. Chronicle has fallen, but Nat still stands, and yeah,
they don't expect Nats there.
And now the mad flank from Redgar.
Oh.
What the hell did Jay just do?
I wonder why Redgar was there. Like, I feel like they should have played around the spike. I feel like they could have played it more together, but I see their idea. Like, it was a really good idea. Not an easy round for Gambit. Gambit know that 2 players teleported. Envy are on a quick rotation, right? 2 people TP'd. Marv is rotating through CT. They will have 5 players towards B really fast. That's it. Defo just straight up peeks it. Oh, and that's where the Redgar star comes in. Look at that. So I talked about this a couple of rounds ago, right? Where they have a star ready in the TP. He did this one over here as well in a previous round. So that's actually really cool. So they have a star ready in the TP just in case of the TP play happening. What's interesting to me is that Redgar does not use the pole and he does not use the stun when they TP. He actually uses the smoke. Because the smoke is at the edge of the door. I'll show you guys now. This is really interesting to me. You see that? So the smoke is at the edge of this doorway. So if they want to push out of the smoke, Defo or Chronicle will see them before Envy sees Gambit, right? Because they have to push through the smoke. So you see the gun barrel and you can kind of prepare yourself for the kill. It's huge. It's massive. And they know one more is there because they heard the TP. They heard 2 TP sounds. And Redgar, while all of this is playing out outside of the TP, Gambit are getting side control on B. And now we're switching half. 5-7 is actually pretty good because the safer thing to gamble on is defense on this map. They're going pretty aggressively with the drone, Shadows with the flash to get info. And now he knows that there's at least 1 player on short because of the flash sound, right? And Defo's playing on top of the truck. And instantly gets the kill. That's the scary thing about pushing short, because you don't really clear the top of the truck on the first round. Look at that rotation from Gambit. They get the kill, they wait about 3 to 4 seconds, and then they instantly go. Oh. Chronicle finds Crashies on A, so that's the A lurk. And I think now we will see the B rotation.
So actually, there's still a lot of favors Gambit.
Yeah, there's the rotation now.
Now they know this player's coming up. What?
And Shadows finds too. I like the reaction from Gambit. They play it so fast, right? Like Defo gets the first kill on A, and then they instantly just rotate off and start thinking about what Envy are gonna do next.
And Defo
Yeah, he finds the kill on Redgar. That's the Marshall dead, by the way.
Cause a couple of issues for Envy if they wanted to lean the other
Oh,
side.
Chronicle on timing.
Chronicle pushes in, isolates
That's
Victor.
smart.
The
So
target-
he just heard the orb and then swung out. So here's the thing. You can abuse the enemy team's smoke character in different ways. And one way that you can do it is like this here. So Defo hears the Astra star being popped. It pops into a smoke. It's literally raised right now. He rushes into the smoke because he knows that most likely there won't be anybody in the smoke. Defo has a Spectre, right? And it's pretty effective close range. So he gambles it basically. So he gets there before the enemy team get into their own smoke. And they're not ready for it. And I think that's how FNS dies. Because he's in the smoke right now. And look, FNS is just about to push up. And there it is, you see? Because the thing is, when you're in a smoke, you see them before they see you when they walk in. It's the same thing if you're outside of a smoke and somebody wants to walk out, you see them before they see you.
Finesse completely unawares as Chronicle now comes back. Envy are pinched in this one. Oh,
What?
Defo!
Down A.
You're insane right now. Yay and Crash is going to have to do some big work. And look, it is those...
And it is a 2v2, and this is already a very successful bonus round for Gambit.
No way.
But they have a massive chance of winning it too.
Unbearable. And like, oh, you're going to try and play late in a round, are you?
10
You're going to go for a
seconds
late
left.
plant, remember? How we kept being denied these spike plants? Yeah, enjoy it.
down
5
A.
seconds left, and Crashies has to clutch out a 1v2, and he knows that chance is gone from him now.
There's
Having
no
to
way.
accept the fate as Gambit will make it to 8. And Envy, woo,
Very nice play. And when you're playing Jett, you can do plays like this. Defo instantly peeks out of hookah in order to get a kill. He gets the kill and then instantly dashes away. And they have Viper Spit on B now, so if NV want to execute on B, it's really hard. Like, it's close to impossible.
The injury is Ye's going to fall on this. Now FNS will pick up another, gets a rifle. Marv still got...
The play that Defo just did, by the way, in hookah, where he jumped out and got a kill, like, you don't want to do that every round. You want to do it when they least expect it. Look at this ult. Like, this ult is really good. They literally can't get out of hookah or long.
No way Nats has made a tiny pocket to sit inside Hooker here.
And Nats is also inside of hookah in the corner.
Oh, the Aldro, he did. I don't think he even had to do it, but the pop... Ooh, the pop flush was perfect, but Crashies could not
Wait,
get
Nats...
it,
Yeah, there we go. This ult from Nats is insane. Like, look at this. He can actually sit in a corner in hookah, and there's no way they expect it.
But Crashies could not care less, but
There's no
Nats
way.
in the little cubby, and nobody puts Nats in the corner.
So check this out, guys. He does the ult, right? He sits in the corner in hookah. He finds 2 kills. He sees the spike right here. And his first reaction after getting these 2 kills is to put a molly, to put a snake bite on the spike. So if anybody from Envy want to grab the spike, they literally can't. They can't do it. You see, insta snake bite. And then Victor, look, Victor is on 2 HP. Even if Nats doesn't kill him with his gun there, he dies to the snake bite. Like, that's just... The reaction from Nats is so good that he just gets 2 kills, notices the spike, insta snake bite. Like, that reactionary play is so good. This is big brain. Like, Nats is playing out of his mind.
Incredible matchup between these two. Only map 1 here.
Also really like that. Ye just peeks. He peeks with the recon. But he's waiting for the recon to land just in case of anybody holding there. He's telling him you can get the orb. And then you see this corner is just holding it. I like how Ye is working up the bath area here. Is he gonna go out through the smoke? And there it is. The main thing that you want to pay attention to when you're holding a smoke, if you're inside of a smoke or if you're outside of a smoke but you're holding it and you're watching, you pay attention to the gun barrels. You see? Look at this. Like, now he realizes that he's pushing out. It's about half a second left until he actually sees the body of Ye. But now he knows that there's somebody pushing out of this smoke. So pay attention to the gun barrel whenever you're holding a smoke or sitting inside of a smoke expecting someone to come in, because that's what gives it away first. A hard retake for Gambit, to be honest, but Nats is a really good flank right now. Sky is holding this line. Sova is holding lamp. Viper is holding bench. Like, they have full control over this area here. Marv's only job is that nobody's allowed in these 2 lines. That's literally Marv's only job this round. Look at this. Marv is holding right now. He's doing exactly what he has to do. He's holding the angle that he has to hold. And then he turns around. But there's no reason to, because he can't trade his teammate anyways. Wow. Did they win because of that turnaround? Oh my god. That one turnaround from Nats, from Marv, literally lost Envy the round. That's insane. Such a tiny detail, guys.
They work Get out.
turns
Drop on
around
the
and they
board
lose
for
the round.
Gambit.
Literally. He has no
Let
reason
that
to
one
turn
slip
there.
through their fingers.
Read if they go for the Shadows backside.
Are they gonna go ham?
He
Nats gets the spike. He gets the kill. Then he does the Viper's Pit. He ults. And then he instantly snake bites where the spike is. Just to save himself, right? He's taking that space. And here's the thing. This is exactly what I talked about earlier, guys. If you're playing Astra and you're playing defense, you don't want to put down your Astra wall before the spike is actually down. Because look, Redguard put down the Astra wall before the spike is planted. So it goes like this, right? And now Envy can teleport without these players hearing it. These players cannot hear the TP. And it's just such a free rotation. Like, you don't Astra ult if the spike isn't down. Like, that's a rule of thumb, really. Unless you have a very specific play in mind, but I don't think there's a specific play in mind here.
2, now 3. Spike's on the way towards A.
They can't hear it because of the Cosmic Divide. Look at this.
Yeah,
Gambit
they couldn't hear the TP. Look, Gambit are 5 on B, and all of Envy are on A right now. This is why you don't Astra wall before the spike is down.
Selling the trades could really work out.
Ye just needs to find a kill here. It's really important.
Positioning the timing on this one. He's trying to create a path forward. Ye turns the attention, but now he's got Heaven to worry about.
Victor gets one.
Through the box, and now 2. Victor's still alive, and so is Crashy. He's fighting with everything they have. The Chronicles on the strike, and I don't know if they can get there in time. He's sitting this one. It's down to.
Oh my god! He missed.
He got it. He didn't get the defuse. Envy win the round.
He missed the first
Go to
right
11.
click. Oh my god, that could have went
my
really bad
God.
for Envy. They could have lost the game there. Victor
idea.
missed the
But
first right click.
somehow
Look,
it comes
miss,
this close. Look at
hit.
that.
Dude, if he missed the second one, that's GG. It ends like this is a millisecond away. So now we got the overtime. So now we have Gambit on the attack again. And look at that. They're changing their default up. They do the Viper wall on A and they play 5 towards B instantly. I think it looks to me like they want to go for an aggressive B play here.
Gonna start. Gonna be a little proactive here.
Gets info.
But only as 2.
So now Victor knows that there's at least one outside of hookah.
Very quickly, they might find themselves on
And they're
the
going
side.
fast into hookah. Look at that. The drone is going and Defo's going too.
Victor's in trouble. Does it get confirmed? Slightly, not punished, but
Look how deep Defo is. Like, he instantly smokes and pushes. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is just going here.
CT or sat deeper, but they have now 3, 4 on the site. But Envy and Ching is one dash stop off, but it's
That's such a quick play. I like doing this as Jett as well, by the way, whenever you go B. You take control over hookah, and then you smoke the tube. You smoke on top of the tube over here. And then you dash out into it like that. And even if anyone is playing here, they can't really kill you mid-dash. It's really hard. And you can also get the info on them. And you do this play when the rest of your team is pushing in from B long, as we can see right here. And then just a very explosive play. It's just play on play on play. A lot of pressure. That timing is insane. Crashes goes into the smoke when Defo dashes out.
And Crash is just watching his one dash stop off, but it's Defo! How's he found that? Efinus is
That's
falling.
huge.
Still stands, that says Victor, but only for so long! Gambit!
And I
have
think
just
Envy got caught off
butchered
guard.
Envy.
Because Gambit didn't really make a play like this. Like, keep in mind, when Gambit were attacking, guys, they played really slow. Remember how slow they played? We're like 35 seconds into the round, and they're already won the round on B. So they switched up their entire plan for overtime. I think Envy got caught off guard this round, really.
Sorry.
This is also really interesting. In overtime, Redguard buys a judge. They're trying weird things out. But I guess they're gambling a bit, you know, it is overtime.
Fair
Damn.
enough.
I would be mad if I'm Nats there. I would be frustrated as hell. He hits the headshot and just does not get the kill.
Do not walk that.
This is really scary. No, Redguard. I mean, they have Nats dead in showers. They have Redguard dead on A. Like, if I'm Envy, I would just send it on A and win the round right now. It's a 4v3. I think they have advantage. Oh, Ye saw where the recon bolt came from, so he's gonna hold this angle here because he knows that Chronicle is stuck in the corner. There's the kill. He gave it away by shooting narrow. Crash just finds one, and he just defo. And Envy win this round.
Even effectively.
Yep.
Well,
Nice. They're doing the same thing. They're droning defo in. They break it instantly. Damn, that's really good.
oh my god.
Excuse me.
Is that the star? Look, Redguard plays a star on the hookah window. So they drone in. The drone dies. Defo smokes and dashes instantly. The drone tagged him. Redguard activates the star, so Ye can't jump out of window. And Defo sees him through walls now. He's getting pinged by the drone. So he smokes and dashes just for the kill. You see
Oh my
that?
god.
And he doesn't know about Victor in the corner, but that pick on Ye is insane.
Excuse me, Defo? He just dashes This is Victor so sharp.
And now they know that Victor is stuck in hookah.
Finds a quick
And during all of this time, look, Crashies has to come in to help Victor in hookah. Meanwhile, the rest of Gambit are on B site right now.
to get over here, but you're right, it's the backfill.
Nats
and
kills
it's still a fight
Crashies,
for Nats
Chronicle
and
gets
Chronicle.
Victor.
They just made Envy look like putty in their hands.
So they put a lot of pressure into hookah, and that allowed them to enter B site for free from B long.
Well, they were on the other side.
So Redgar goes for the judge again. That was gonna land outside of lamp.
Worry for Gambit if they keep playing into this. Now that
Defo finds one. So again, like, you can take these peaks as Jett. Like, you can go really aggressively and just go for the kill because you have your dash available. And especially in overtime, people are playing pretty scared in general, and Defo's just playing very aggressively. And I think that's how he catches Ye off guard. I'm not sure if Ye can see him. I wish we had replay so we could see it from his perspective, but I'm pretty sure Ye can't see Defo right now. But Defo can see him. I think Defo has the advantage because Defo is further away from the corner than what Ye is.
if they keep playing into this. Now that's a different stop though. Ye being picked up here by Defo is very, very different. But FNS did find a very key frag.
That's huge. That's a massive kill for Defo, by the way.
Maybe he's reading
And he
this
gets
thing.
away because he
I'm
has dash.
curious if he is, but
Just holding that pixel angle, but
Oh my. So they did a fake smoke. They took the star back
pixel angle, but
just to let Marv peek, but it didn't work out the way he wanted it to.
okay, this is now where problems begin, but Crashies is still alive.
Chronicle gets one. Can he get two?
Chronicle's not letting anyone pass. He's still trying to
2v3.
fight blind. But now Envy have two.
I mean, Envy have all of the site for free right now, but they're still playing in a 3v2.
Towards the side, but look how quickly Gambit are on the case. One CT, two towards Hookah. And FNS is just dedicated towards that CT fight. He loses.
I think that's GG. It's a 3v1. I don't see Victor can. Victor could win this round if he had flashes available, but there's no flashes, so it's gonna be really hard. I think that's it.
Victor knows he's going to have to fight tooth and nail for a single pick in this Gambit turtle up. They let nothing go astray in 20
Nah, there's no
seconds.
way.
Victor, 34 HP. And it's
Yeah, that's a
done.
GG.
Shados
Nice.
leans